Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? So happy to be with you. I was having some fun with you guys in the chat before we started. Hey Cheryl. I want everybody to say hi to Milani and to Sharon, who it's their first time catching me live. So I want them to be welcomed really warmly. And if it's your first time catching me live, please let us know so we can say hi to you. Hey Roxanne, hey Cheryl, hey John. Thanks for joining us, guys. I said hello to everybody typing, but I want to say hello again. Hi to Joyce and to Clem and to Sherry and Betty, who I call Mom, and who else? Milani and Sharon and Lou and Debbie and Monica and Roxanne. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be with you guys. Hey, Annette. Thanks for joining us. So is it cold enough for everybody? Oh my gosh. It's like so cold here. John said it's going to get below freezing tonight. So I don't know. All I know is that I need it to be nice and warm. Woo! 19 degrees! How cute is this project that we're going to do today, guys? I'm so excited to share it with you. We're going to have so much fun together. I'm trying to read all the chat and catch up and know what I'm talking about over here. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well. And as we wait for people to make it in, I am going to do some announcements. So number one, it looks like I have a little mess on my paper. I guess I'm going to have to print a new one because I don't like that. Anyway, if you don't know what Inky Hands crew memberships are, tell me that you don't know because I want to know who doesn't know about it. Inky Hands crew membership is a membership group that I started. We get additional tutorials, and sometimes they're a little stepped up because after all, you guys are putting your money behind me and I appreciate that. You're supporting me with your dollars and I really appreciate that. But I love everybody who supports me by coming to the lives so much. And this is just for people who want a little more. And so it's $7.99 a month. And let's say you join today. Today is the 16th. So on the 16th of next month, it would bill you again $7.99. But every single week, you will receive 2 video tutorials in your inbox with detailed photos of the projects, and the descriptions of the videos will have all the dimensions for you. So you'll get 2 additional projects every week in addition to what I put on my YouTube. Now, normally this is Valentine's week, so I am doing every single day, but normally I do just a few videos a week. I go live twice and usually I have 1 video. So yeah, so you're able to get a lot more content in your inbox. If you are a Starbucks addict, you easily spend $7.99. So you just eliminate one of your Vice drinks and join the membership. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, the design team that I was asked to join, an international group of stampers. We're having a stamp camp. It'll be held on February 9th and 10th, that weekend. And you will receive 13 make and takes in the mail. And of course, I will also do some goodies. Yes, Joyce, we'll pray for you. Hey, Dahlia, thanks for joining us. Is it your first time watching, Dahlia? Maybe it's your first time live. Hey, Rita! Woohoo! I'm so happy Rita's here. Yeah, it is so cold, Rita. She likes it cold because that's what she's used to up there. I don't know. I can't. I don't think I can handle it. My goodness, Sherry. That's even worse than what we're going to have. Anyway, the stamp camp, the way that that works is that you would receive 13 make and takes in the mail. I will mail that out to you prior to the stamp camp. It'll come with a PDF for all 13 projects. You will also have YouTube videos to reference for those 13 projects. Then on February 8th and 9th, you will then be part of a little over 24 hours worth of content from people all over the world, from Canada, from the Netherlands, from New Zealand, from Australia, from the UK. We have demonstrators in Canada and the US, so we're from all over. There's 13 of us on the design team. And then you will get 13 alternate projects to use with the same bundle that we are using. We've put together our own mini suite because the suite in the catalog that we chose is a mega suite with 2 bundles. And we didn't want to make everybody buy both bundles. But if you purchase the one bundle, the matching DSP, the leather trim, and the embellishments, that's all you need to do to be entered to be part of this awesome stamp camp. The other great thing is if you're not available that weekend, you can always watch it on replay. You're always going to have access to that private Facebook group, and it will be so much fun. Okay, everybody has to welcome Dahlia. She is new. She just started watching Stampin' Up! Videos, and it is her first time catching me live, so we have to make her feel really welcome. I'm so happy to have you here, Dahlia. We have a really fun community of people that hang out, and we like to talk and check on each other and talk about the weather and projects and all kinds of stuff. Don't forget, guys, to hit that thumbs up if you haven't had a chance to do so. I would appreciate it so that you don't forget later. And so that's what the stamp camp will be. So if you are interested in being a part of the stamp camp and getting 13 to make and takes, and then 13 alternates that you can make with the products that you're purchasing to get into the stamp camp, then you will want to join. Let me know. Type stamp camp in the comments and I'll go back and read, and I will send you the information for the stamp camp. You have to live in the United States to sign up through me, but if you're in another country, you can let me know and I can get one of the other girls to sign you up. So the stamp camp is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. It'll be my first one, and we're going to do one every single new catalog. So I'm very excited. We have an artesian from Stampin' Up! In our group, and I think we have a former artesian in our group. So it is a very talented group of ladies. Hi, Eileen. Thanks for joining us. And what I want to say is that if you think you don't like this bundle, you're going to think again, because the projects that we're making are so amazing that you are going to be surprised at what we're doing, and you're going to love it. All right, so that's it about the membership. If you need more information about the membership, you can go to my website, which is inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And then at the top of the menu, there's a section called membership, and you can join there. You can try it out for 1 month and see if it's for you, but you have to be signed up by Thursday to get this week's projects. And I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this week's projects. OMG, they're awesome! On Wednesdays, I give sneak peeks, so you get small sneak peeks of the projects. So you can wait till then if you want, but I wouldn't wait much longer. Okay, online exclusives are amazing. In fact, this bundle that I'm using today is an online exclusive. That just means it's not printed in any kind of catalog for you to see this stamp set in the catalog, but it is available in my online store. And this is one of the bundles. So it's this stamp set and this cute truck punch. And my husband John loves pickup trucks. He has a pickup truck and he's a pickup truck guy. So this was a perfect bundle for me to get. Online exclusives are awesome. There's lots of stuff available if you go to my online store. If you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, you're going to click on Shop with Me. And when you get into my store, you are going to see there's a section that says Online Exclusives. If you click on it, you can see everything that's available online that's not in a catalog. And I actually have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel for the Fluffiest Friends that is an online exclusive. And I also have the Trucking Along bundle as well. All right, Paper Pumpkin. This is the February box, and it's a special box, so I hope that it doesn't get damaged. Hey, Lil. How are you? Hey, everybody say hi to Lil. So the Paper Pumpkin box will come, you have until the 10th of February to sign up, and then on the 11th, they'll start mailing them out. And this is the box. It's going to be themed with spring, and it's going to have some really cute things actually in it. I'm quite excited for this box. I have not updated my website with it yet, but that is on my to-do list. So in the next couple of days, you can check there and it'll tell you everything that's coming in. Well, not everything because they don't tell me everything, but everything that they've told me, I will pass it on to you and you can see what's available in this adorable little kit. All right. There are dies that go with the kit, and I think they're starting to get limited. So if you want the matching dies that go with the January kit that just is on its way, February and March, you can order the dies. They are item number 164396. They're $12, and you get a daffodil, a label, the word love, and this really cool leaf. The daffodil goes with this kit for February. The leaf is for March's kit. The love is for the January kit, and the label goes with all of them. Yeah, Lil made me a poster, guys. I'm going to show it to you guys real quick, and then we'll keep on going. She's my neighbor from across the street, and she made me this YouTube, we love YouTube, Inky Hands, Warm Hearts. Isn't it so cute? Thanks for making me my poster, Lil. All right, let's move on. Kits collection. If you guys have not seen the Kits collection, these are the new ones. How adorable is this little panda? Oh my gosh, look at this one right here. And these are the envelopes. So cute. And then this is the other one. So we have the Rock Legends and the Panda Friends. Those are the two new kits in January. Every month we'll have two new kits. These are both non-stamping kits, so they're less expensive. They're $14 in my online store. This was the December kit, so if you haven't grabbed that one, it's absolutely beautiful. And again, it's also non-stamping and $14. And the month prior was a kit with some stamping. It's a $20 kit that makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. Okay, after Valentine's Day, the next holiday is Easter, and if you haven't seen last year's paper piecing patterns for my Easter projects, oh my goodness, you're going to love them. And they are available in my website. If you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and you go to, I think it says projects and PDFs, you can click and you can purchase the patterns, and all the videos for these projects are on my YouTube right now. And I have, of course, Halloween 2023 and 2022. And I think that's everything. Lots and lots to talk about, guys. Sorry that I had a lot to say, but we're going to get started now in a second. Does anybody have any questions for me before I get started with the project? I gotta grab my my packet of stuff because I've left it on the other side of the room. All right. I think I'm ready to get started. I hope you guys are too. So it's celebration, and every January and February we give away free products. So for every $50 that you spend, you can earn free items from this brochure. If you've never purchased during celebration, it is so much fun. My customer cards, on Monday, I have a blog post on my website that uses this paper, and I made some cards with the birds. This is my customer cards. And everybody who places an order in my online store will get one of these mailed to them. I make a different card every single month, and this is January's card. I use the paper that we got for free. So there's so many cute things in here. And there's even level 2s, which are $100 purchase items. And you're going to love these freebies. So trucking along today is out of the online exclusives. But out of the mini catalog, I am using this die set. So I do want to show you that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start our project. So the cool thing about that die set is it's a standalone die. It's located on page 47. So here's the catalog, and you may miss it because it's really small here next to the plants. So this die set, when you purchase it, you're going to get one sheet like this, okay? And we're actually going to run it through the die cut machine. So let me move everything aside. I'm going to bring everything else to the side here. And we'll go ahead and do it, and I'm going to show you how it works. So you're going to take this, it's all one plate. Okay, and we're going to run it through the die cut machine because we need some letters for the project that we're doing today. So I'm using Sweet Sorbet, and I have cut this piece of Sweet Sorbet down to 3 inches by 5.5. And we're going to run it through the die cut machine. So let me get that out. So here it is. We're going to put it sideways. So you're going to need plate number 1, plate number 2 because we're using a metal die, plate number 3, this is my bottom one. You can see how well loved it is. And then this is my top. It's cloudy, but it doesn't have any cuts on it. So we're going to put our paper, we're going to flip our die over. And I'm going to angle it a little bit. It goes through the die cut machine a lot easier if you angle it. We're going to take our second number 3 and put it on top. And we're going to go ahead and pump that through our machine. Okay. Going to move the machine out of the way so that you guys can see. And when we pull this out, we have all of these alphabet letters. So that size will cut that whole sheet for you. And then what I like to do is I just like to drop it. I'm going to move them to the side here. And I like to drop it on a surface and see how they start coming out. If you just kind of drop it. And then you don't have to poke as many of them out. See how they just pop out? So now the only things that are stuck in here are the centers. And if you take your pick tool and you just press on these little holes in the back, all of those pieces will fall through. Whoops, I have 2 more that I missed, I guess. There they are. And then there's your die. So you can run this through. I've actually run it through with white. And I'm starting to save a bunch of white letters because you can use your Stampin' Blends and color them any color that you want. So we're going to be using some of these. So I wanted to run it through. So we're going to be saying, I love U, and you only need to run it through one time, and you'll have all the letters to do that. So I just have to find them. Let's see. Here's my I. I need my O and my V. Here's my O. And where's the V? Here we go. All right. So we're going to be needing that. So I'm going to put that to the side. But meanwhile, I cut out the red ones out of Sweet Sorbet, and I'm going to go ahead and use my little baggie here and go ahead and put these, hopefully, come on. They're staticky. They don't want to, they're misbehaving, but it's fairly simple to just toss them in this bag, and then when you need a letter, you can just go through it. All right, I'm just cleaning up. Now we're gonna actually run something else through the die cut machine, because if you guys notice that in the back of my project, we have a little bit of chrome metal embossing. And so to get that, you're going to use this embossing folder, but you're probably saying that embossing folder is too small for that big piece, and it is. So in order to get that, I'm going to show you how to emboss this whole piece with this small piece, okay? So I'm going to get my machine back out. I'm going to put my dies away. We have our letters that we need already, so I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to make sure I have an extra I. It must have fallen and I didn't see it. You guys were probably the whole time saying, it's over there, grab that I. And I didn't see you because I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, so for this, we're not going to use number 2, number 3s, because this is not a metal die. So we only need number 1 and number 4 for this plate. So number 4 also comes with the machine. All of these come with your machine when you purchase your machine. And so we're going to go ahead and run this through. I just want to make sure that my I love you is out of my way here so I don't pick it up by accident and lose it. Okay, so we're going to start on this side. I'm going to try and make sure that we're in the camera. All right, so to put this through and make that metal background, you need to sandwich your piece in here, and you can see it doesn't fit. But what we want to do is we want to line it up so that you are straight all the way down, so that it's not like this, okay? You want it to be straight. So I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to find my line. Wherever you decide to start, just make sure that it's straight all the way to the bottom, that it's on the same spot. So there's my piece. And I'm going to stop before it gets to this end, because I don't want an indent here, okay? So I'm going to push my piece through, and I'm not going to cut it all. I'm not going to do it all the way to the end. So you see where I am? This is overhanging. Only that what's underneath this gray plate is actually going to cut. So we're going to go ahead and send it through. And when I open this, see, only that part is done. This has nothing on it. All right, you guys still with me? So now we're going to take this and turn it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up with the indentions and make sure that it has locked into place, okay? Now it's in the same spot, because if not, it would slide around on me. It's locked in. I can't move it side to side because these indentions, the piece that's already been cut out, are in there. And so I'm going to only go till about right here. So I'm going to hold my thumb till about right here. So I'm going to put my gray plate in and slide it to right about there. And we're going to run this through. And because those pieces aren't under, it's not going to do that one. So when you open, you get a completely flawless piece that you cannot tell where. Hi, Julie, you're in Sydney. Welcome. Welcome, Julie. So see, that's how you put a big piece through with a small. If you stick with me, guys, every week, I'm always telling you new tips and new ways of doing stuff, because I always end up having to figure things out, and then I like to pass it along. All right, so let me put away the die cut machine. All right, let's put away the plate. All right, and you can see that mine looks a little bit different, okay? We're gonna do some blending with Pebbled Path and a blending brush, but what are we gonna use to blend? The glass mat, of course. So this mat is available for free if you join my team and become one of my team members during celebration. It's a $60 value, and it's pretty awesome, I do have to say. That's right, Sharon, the glass mat. All right, so I opened my Pebbled Path. For those of you who don't know how to open our ink pads, there's a little like rounded piece here. You're gonna grab that and you're gonna hold on the sides. There's like kind of like these wells for your fingers to hold your ink pad. And you're gonna lift with your thumb out. And see that deposited ink there? That's on purpose. I've smushed my pad so that I could color. But we're gonna smush this back. It's not gonna get on the pad because this is a well that's there. It's not gonna touch the other side. And we're gonna use this ink pad to do a little blending. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, and you always blot off so that you don't get a very dark splotch. So I'm gonna do that here. Okay, so it's right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and come here, and I'm gonna start defining all of this chrome metal. And I'm gonna work my way around the edges. And now I've run out of color. So I'm just gonna come here to the glass, and I'm gonna pick up that piece, and we're gonna keep going until I run out again. And then I've already picked it all up, so I'm gonna have to go back into my ink pad. So I'm just gonna do a little bit and blotch. And then we're gonna come up here and add some color. And this really helps to define, especially when you use an embossing folder. If you really wanna define that raised piece, you can do a little ink blending on there. All right, I think that looks pretty awesome, but I have another piece for the inside that I need to color. So I'm gonna pick up this piece that's on my glass, and we're gonna go ahead and add color to it. I think I need just a hair. I want a little darker. And let's pick up what's left on our mat. All right, now this piece that I cut here, this is smoky slate. And this part here is 7 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches, okay? And this small piece is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, 7 1/4 by 3 1/4. Absolutely, this glass mat is unbelievable. So now you're done and you're like, okay, I want to make sure before I put a card down on here that I don't have any ink. Well, this mat comes with this chamois, and it's a big gray moldable foldable, so you just clean it off and you're good to go. This is just like our purple one that we clean our stamps on, only it's thinner and it's kind of like rag-like. Okay. So that's our ink blending. So we have that part done. So we don't have any more ink blending to do except for our circle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that color. So we're going to use boho blue. And we're going to do some ink blending on our stylish shapes circle right here. And I've used the second largest circle for our truck. And so this is the stylish shapes dies, and this is the largest, this is the second largest. Okay, so 1 in from the outside. Okay, we're gonna do a little ink blending on here, but boho blue. So I'm just gonna pick up a smidge, I'm gonna put it on my piece, I'm going to add a little sky behind my truck, gonna pick up some more until I get it the color that I want. All right, perfect. Now I'm just gonna clean my surface with my cloth and we're good to go. So this mat is pretty awesome. The only way to get it is to join my team. Yeah, this mat is pretty amazing. I love it. The size of it is 13 by I think 17. Let me look. I have a big, yeah, by 17. 13 by 17. What's really cool is that you see this piece here, this white piece. I know there's going to be a glare because the lights shine on here, but it has a section here for you to write notes. And if you write with dry erase marker, it can, you know, come off. But if you write with a Sharpie, it won't come off. So for instance, for those of you who want to come to my stamp camp and you need to order those items, you would use host code DMTUYVWU. Now this is a permanent Sharpie marker, and this is the stamp camp code. And then my regular code for January is BM9ZH9E7. 9. I don't like that 9. I have to fix it. So if you want to get rid of the Sharpie, you're just going to take a rag and you can just rub it right off. So now I can fix that. 9, E, 7. Pretty cool that you can write things on here. So if you are doing, like, let's say you're watching one of my videos and you write all the dimensions while you're watching, and then when it's time to work, you have them all written down there. Pretty cool. And then to get rid of it, this is rubbing alcohol, so you're just going to squirt it. And then I have microfiber cloths that I just keep on my desk, and it wipes right away. In fact, rubbing alcohol is really the best way to clean this mat completely anyway. If you get any glue on it, if there's any residue from the stamps, rubbing alcohol works. Yeah, I think it is 14 because there's about a 1/2 inch above this grid and a 1/2 inch below it. So you're right, Sharon. I think it is 14 by 17. All right, so let's keep going. We've done our blue sky. Let's do some stamping. Let's give our little truck some ground. So this stamp is from the Trucking Along. And so there it is right there. Okay. So we're going to put the ground in here. So I'm going to add that right here. And it is really a great surface to stamp on with photopolymer. And now I'm going to go ahead and clean. All right, we're going to stamp our truck on a scrap of basic white. And I'm going to use this like a tray to hold on to this. All right, so we have our truck stamp. We're going to do the outline first, and we're going to use Memento Tuxedo Black. We're going to ink it up. I have really used this truck so much. So we're going to go ahead and stamp it onto our scrap piece of basic white. And I clean as I go, but especially when I have more than one stamp on a block so that you don't get ink everywhere. So now I'm going to use this solid to fill the truck in. All right, so we're done with Memento for right now. And we're going to use Pebbled Path, the same as we used for the road. So we're going to ink that up. And I'm just going to hover this stamp right above it. And I'm going to find all the little outlines and figure out exactly when I'm ready. I'm just slowly, slowly dropping my stamp. And then I'm going to give it a press. And there's my truck. And then we're going to finish filling in the tires and everything else with blends. There is a tire stamp, but since I was going to have to use blends anyway, I just figured I would just roll with using the blends. So I'm using Sweet Sorbet, and this is dark Sweet Sorbet. I'm going to do that for the inner tire. Okay. And then we're using Smoky Slate Light for this part here, for the hubcap or whatever you want to call that, and for the bumper, the front and the back bumper. All right, and the tires are going to go in dark basic black. So I'm going to color the tires in. And this truck, as it dries, as the ink dries, it will lighten slightly because I use the same ink on this one, and you will see that it'll lighten to this color. Okay? So now we're going to punch it out. So we're going to use this punch here. And I'm going to slide in my truck, and I'm going to try and hold on to it, but if I can't, that's okay. I'm just going to use my finger, slide it in, hold it in place till I see a nice little outline. That looks pretty good, right guys? And there's our truck. And here is my scrap paper. Trash. Okay. So now we have all of our little pieces that we're going to need. We're going to make our actual box now. And I have to show you what we're going to put in the box. So give me a second to move our glass mat out of the way. We don't need it. I need to bring my Simply Scored tool in. And I'll be right back. Okay, I have realized that I have not shown you what is inside that box. Let's put some guesses. I know it's in the title of the video. Chocolate truck treat box, right? So chocolate's in there, right? What kind of chocolate do you think is in there? Give me some guesses. Let's make sure you guys are still awake. Okay, I'm going to put this up here, and then I'll open that. So we're going to do a little scoring. We're going to use our scoreboard. And we're going to score a piece of 8.5 inch by 8.5 inch smoky slate. So on the first side, it doesn't matter which way you start, right? Because they're both exactly the same. So on the first side, we're going to do scoring at the 1/2 inch mark. So 1/2 inch all the way down. And then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to do 1/2 inch. Whoops. Or try to hold it. And do 1/2 inch on the other side. So now I have 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. That's the only marks on the first side. Then you're going to clockwise rotate it one turn. And now you have another 8.5 inch side. On this side, you're going to do 1/2 inch, 4 inches, 4.5 inches, and 8 inches. All right? That's all the scoring that you need. And those of you who guys know me, oh, it's 18 by 24. I don't think so. It's 17 by 14. I don't think it's that big. Maybe I'm wrong. It measured 17 when I went across. All right. Actually, let's just look in the catalog and it'll tell us what it is. Glass mat, 17 by 14 inches. And it comes with the Studio $60 retail. You get the mat, you get the silicone mat, which is this little white piece that I had on mine, and then the cleaning cloth. So it's 17 by 14. All right. So I'm going to burnish on all my sides, okay? So we're using our bone folder. And then we're just making sure that we get good creases on those score lines that we just made with our scoreboard. Our Simply Scored board. All right, so here is what we have. We have a skinny piece down the middle, a skinny at the top, a skinny at the bottom, and a skinny on each side. All right, so we're gonna hold it where the skinny is on the top, the middle, and the bottom. And we're gonna get rid of these two squares in the corners, okay? And I'm gonna use a thick bladed scissor. It's what I like to use when I cut. But this piece here is going to be the part that inserts into the box. So I'm actually gonna angle cut slightly, not a lot, right there. And then I'm gonna cut this corner off straight. So see how it has kind of an angle? We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to angle cut slightly. And then we're going to go ahead and cut down this piece right here. All right, so see how I have slight angles? And then now we have all the other pieces attached. So those two pieces can be thrown away. So that's the top. Now, on these sides that are left, we're going to cut straight in down those score lines. So this is on the right now. We're going to cut straight in, and I like to cut the score line away. I think it's too thick, and so I always get rid of it for bulk purposes, to get rid of that bulk. So I cut on both sides of the score line. That's okay. No, it's smaller. It's 17 by 14. And then here we're also going to cut on both sides. Okay? So now you have a small tab, two longer tabs, and a small tab here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to mirror this side on this side. So we're going to go ahead and cut on both sides. That's okay, Deidre. No need to be sorry. I really didn't know I had to measure it. All right, so we're going to come in like that. And come in on the other side. And then I'm going to let this down so that you guys can take a screenshot if you want of what is actually has to be cut from the piece. That's all the cutting that we're going to be doing. So if you want to grab a screenshot, go ahead and grab that. And now I'm going to open the box so that you guys can see the inside. Are you ready? Somebody give me a drum roll. My cardstock, Deb, is Smoky Slate. And this one is also Smoky Slate, but the ink that I used on top of it is Pebbled Path. Thank you, Sherry. Here we go, guys. Inside it says, I love you, and it leaves a little spot for you to write a note. And then this is a pickup truck candy bar. How cute is this? And the actual candy bar is a truck. See? You're welcome, Debbie. Isn't that so cute? So this one says Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Torque it over. Rough and tough. Sweet ride. Keep on trucking. Isn't this the cutest? So we are going to put that inside. And that's why we needed the I love you for right there. But you could put whatever you wanted if you're giving it to a friend. You could put a happy V-Day or whatever you want to say on there. But these pieces here tuck into our box and nestle straight down like that. And then that's how your box is. Now, yeah, thanks, Rita. It's perfect. I got the candy bar at my Dollar Tree. And so you guys should be able to find these at your Dollar Tree. If you can't find them, let me know, because maybe I can help you out. Although it is chocolate, it's winter time, so we could maybe mail it, as long as it doesn't get too hot wherever it's going. But yeah, so just let me know if you have a trouble finding it. But I got mine at the local Dollar Tree. Okay, so let's glue our box together and then we'll be done, because we've done all the hard parts, right? All right, so to glue our box together, this tab right here in the middle and this tab here in the front are going to be glued in like this. And then these sides are going to come up, and that's going to nestle our candy bar. But before we do that, while this is flat, we're going to go ahead and decorate this section, okay? So I have to grab the rest of my paper. Hopefully I haven't lost it, because I don't know what I have such a mess on my desk right now. I don't know what I've done with all my cardstock. I usually toss everything in the basket, and I do have this. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So I have all our hearts and everything ready. Okay. So this piece of basic white is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And remember, the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. So we're gonna put this to the side here, and we're gonna use this as our base. Okay. So I'm gonna bring my silicone mat in. And then this is going to be what we're using to measure by. So we're going to put the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 over here. And then this piece here is going to go on the end. So we have a small little piece of glue that we have to put on that edge. I'm not sure. It doesn't say what brand of truck it is, but for my husband, it's a Chevy. He has a Chevy. He has 2 Chevy pickup trucks. All right, so right on that very edge, just put a small line of glue. And I'm just going to line this up with this corner of our piece here. And then we want this one to match this corner so it will fit. Close enough is good. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to hold that in place. And I'm actually going to run my little roller over the top, because I like to do that. To me, it really helps bond it. And if I get any glue on here, it's okay. I have my little eraser. And if you don't have an eraser, if you are one of my customers, you will get one, because all my customers have them. Okay, so this is our piece right here. So let's go ahead and glue our I love you, and then we're going to go ahead and attach this on the inside. So the way that I chose to figure out how to do this was I tried to center the word I in this little gray piece. I kind of eyeballed it, but if you want to measure it, you can. Okay. And then I did the O for you. Okay, equal with that one. And then I went ahead and lined up my letters without gluing them down. Okay, so I just kind of line them up. And then since we have 4 letters, I'm going to put the O and the V, which are the 2 middle letters, in between the Y and the O and the U. See, so that's centered. And then we'll put the E and then the L. And that should be a centered I love you. Okay, so all I'm going to do is pick up 1 letter at a time. And I'm going to grab my tweezers. And we're going to put that one down. Hang on one second. I'm going to grab this. Put my tweezers here. And if you do it that way, it's easy to line it up. If you just try and find the center of the single letter first, then you can find your other centers. This is a really fun way to do Valentine's for grandsons, nephews, boyfriends, husbands. So cute. I love this new alphabet. I've always loved letters. And so anytime we come out with anything letter, be assured I'm going to buy it. And if you're trying to make the projects that I'm making, then buy the letters because I will be buying them. Because I love letters. I just like that you can personalize things when you have the letters. And what's nice is on that mini alphabet die, there's multiples of different letters. Like you see I have 2 O's in this word and I had 2 O's. Of most of the main letters, there's duplicates. And for me, it's just easier to run the whole sheet through a second time if you need like 4 of one letter or something, or 3 of one letter. Because then you'll have them when you need them. Eventually you won't have to run it through every time. And I plan on mixing and matching my colors. Or you can just cut a bunch of white. And then you can use your blends and color your letters. You got to check what tomorrow. What are you checking tomorrow, Eileen? Did I miss something? I'm like so lost in thought. Oh, you're going to check and see if they have it at the Dollar Tree? Okay, so now over on this side, we're going to put 3 hearts. We're going to shake all those out. Oh, I thought I must not have punched them. We have to punch them because I need those 3 for my other piece. So the colors that I'm using are Real Red, Sweet Sorbet, and Flirty Flamingo. I thought I had punched them all, but I haven't. But we're using the Bee Builder punch because you got to keep using everything, right? We've already bought this, so let's use it. So we need one of those. Where's my scissor? Throw that away. Here's some Real Red. Throw that away. And then we need a Sweet Sorbet. Going in my filing cabinets because I forgot to punch those, but luckily everything's handy right near me. All right, and here's Sweet Sorbet. And I'm pretty organized, so I don't have too much trouble finding things in my craft room. All right, throw that away, and here's our other one. Okay. This is just a baggie I tossed a bunch of stuff into. So we're going to glue those in, and then we'll attach that on the inside. Then we can put our box together, put our chocolate bar in it, and then put our outside. So for the inside, I decided to glue this lighter colored heart in between the 2 darker. We have a light, medium, and dark, right? So we'll add our adhesive. I'm going to put it on the back of all of them. Okay. And then we will start with one. And then we'll do this other one and leave a gap. And I'll have, I'm sure, some glue residue because I use way too much glue. Okay, so there's that one. Whoops, I don't want to press it right now. Let it set for a second. and I'm gonna grab my baby wipe in case I have gotten glue, so that it will dry quicker and I can erase it. You always want to wait for your glue to dry before you erase it so that you don't rip your paper. All right, so there's that. We're gonna go ahead and put our adhesive. Be generous on this part. And then for the white, I'm just gonna go around the outer edge. Sometimes it shows on the white, so I'm a little more careful. But we're gonna go ahead and attach this into our lid. Look how cute that is. Where's my roller? See why I want the box not put together when I do this? All right, time to erase. It's ready. All right, so there's that. That's the inside. All right, so now we're gonna glue these little tabs right here. So we're gonna put glue on the back end of both tabs, and I like to make sure that right near the edge of the seam I have adhesive, because that's the part that's going to show the most, because you're going to turn that inward. And I'm just going to hold on to that for a second, just like that, till it grabs. And then I'm going to turn this one in and do the same thing. I think I need a little bit more glue there though. I'm very generous with my glue, and this glue is super strong because if I take the time to make a project for somebody, I don't want it to fall apart. Me too, Clem. I love the punches. The numbers, oh, it does have the numbers, Deidre. Let me show it to you again. Oh no, it doesn't have numbers. You're right. I thought it did, but you're right. It doesn't have the numbers. You're right, it should have numbers, right? Maybe they'll come out with numbers for us if we ask them. I'm surprised they didn't give us numbers. I never even noticed that. Yeah, make sure that the weather's good before you go out, but you can call your local Dollar Tree. I called mine and asked them if the Valentine stuff was out, and then they told me yes. And so, of course, I book it right on over there and get that, because I definitely don't want to miss out, because I have to make stuff for you guys, so I always want it to be good. Now, these 3 tabs, I'm going to just trim a hair off of these, just slightly angled, so that there's no crunching in the corners. And then I'm going to make sure it fits before I put the candy bar in there, that it's going to close nice. Yep, looks good to me. So let's put our candy bar inside. Then we will add our outside piece and start making our stain. So I put these little ends, I just tucked them back, and then I slid the truck on one side and then tuck it on this side. And this is a really nice sized candy bar. And then we're going to go ahead and tuck those in and make sure that everything fits, and it does. Nice. All right, let me get rid of these little small pieces that I cut off. All right, so let's go ahead and attach our first piece that we put our blending on with our glass mat. You don't have to use this much glue. I really like to. And if you hang around here long enough, you'll probably start to do it. But you do you. If you want to put less, you can. It is a very strong adhesive. All right, so see, because the candy bar is in here, I can press on this and make this happen, right? So let's show this part. So the truck is riding along and it has a big bunch of hearts in the back, and as it drives, they all start flying out. That was what I wanted it to do. Isn't that so cute? So I have a ready stamped special delivery, which happens to be part of the Trucking Along stamp set. That is one of the words, and I stamped it in Sweet Sorbet in this color right here. And this is one of the tags from the Stylish Shapes. So the same that you used for your circle, it's this banner over here. Just like that, okay? I try and use the same so that you guys don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but little by little, you'll just start accumulating all the shapes, especially if you follow me, because I use the shapes so much. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm trying to sort by color so that I have, it's easier for me to find the heart that I wanna use next if I sort them by color. So I have 5 small Flirty Flamingo, 5 Real Red, and 5 Sweet Sorbet small hearts, and then 1 of each of the large hearts. And these are from the Bee Builder Punch. So I have been using this bee set a ton. You guys probably have purchased it, and you can use these same hearts, okay? Put that candy bar in the corner so you guys can see it. All right, so we're going to attach all of our pieces. So we're gonna want our truck to be just like that, and we wanna put the Real Red heart so that it looks like it's in the back of the pickup truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and put adhesive on the back of it. Grab my tweezer, and I'm gonna slide it in and make sure that it looks like it's right there in the bed of the truck, okay? And then I want to put a Flirty Flamingo smaller heart on top of it, because remember, the bed of the truck was full of all these little hearts. And so I'm gonna place that so you'll see it. I just have to lift my truck up a little bit, so that one will get glued like that. And then I have a Sweet Sorbet heart that I'm only gonna put glue on the tip, on the bottom half, because it's gonna overhang off of this piece, okay? Because this one's already starting to fly out. So there's that one. Now we're going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on our pickup truck. I guess I better pull the minis out because you guys know me, I use a lot of dimensionals. All right, so that's probably good. Well, maybe one more for good measure. All right, so let's grab our Take Your Pick tool. That's what I use to release all my dimensionals. Whoops. And I love this Take Your Pick tool. I use it every single day. The best money I ever spent was on this Take Your Pick tool, and it's in the annual catalog. You can get it in my online store if you don't have one. And I think that one fell off. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our pickup truck on, and you want to hold it up so that, you know, it looks like it's on that road there, but that the hearts are in the bed of the truck. So there we go. There's our little, we're starting the scene. We're starting to build the scene. Now we want this special delivery to be sticking out here on the side like that. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on these 2 points on the front, and then we're going to stick our circle maybe right about there. Yeah, that looks good. And I just want to make sure it's straight. I don't want it to be crooked, so I'm holding it in front of me so I can make sure that it's straight. Okay. So we're going to give that a second. And while we're doing that, you can see here, one of the little hearts is flying off the truck. I mean, so it's flying in the wind and it gets caught on that banner. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive, and we're going to get this one like it's flying away right there. All right, so now I'm gonna flip this over and we're gonna put some more dimensionals. And we're gonna pop this up. I think I'm gonna move this one over like this. I'm gonna put one there to secure that piece, even though it has the glue. And I'm gonna put one there, one in the middle, and then we're gonna use some minis. So I like to put those in the corners there. And I might put one or two here. But like I said, you guys don't have to, but I'm going to. All right, so that's the dimensionals. Let's go ahead and pull the backs off. And we'll attach this onto our candy bar box, and then all we have left to glue are all the flying hearts. So what did everybody do this weekend? Anything fun? Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and attach it on this side right here, about center the circle, top and bottom, and a little bit to the left. All right, so there's our truck. So now I need to move my scissor out of here and my bone folder. I don't need my embracer. Okay, so now we're going to attach all our hearts. This one's gonna look like it went flying out and it's tumbling. So we'll do it with the big ones first. I like to use the tweezers for that reason. All right, so this one's tumbling backwards, right about there. Love this, this is so cute. Then we're gonna put a red and a sweet sorbet in the front. So I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere some glue. So this one's upside down right here. We have a real red one. And I just laid them out without any glue and decided where I wanted the placement to go and how I wanted it to look. And then I just lifted the hearts off one at a time. And that's how I got the placement that I got of the way that my hearts are kind of flying off of the scene. But you guys can do it any way you want. I'm gonna put some adhesive on these next. Like, you might want to change it up a little from how I have it, and feel free. It's going to your person, and you want to make it how you want it to be. Okay, so let's put this one up here, kind of going in this direction. We're gonna put this one. Oh, thank you, Lou. Oh yeah, those chocolate covered Oreos that we found. That's gonna be cute. Okay, we're gonna put this one next over here. All right, and then this one kind of here, and then we're gonna add, whoops, stuck to my finger. This one wants to come with me. It's saying, don't glue me down, please, I'll be good. If you guys have forgotten to hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. Thanks for that, if you will. If not, that's okay too, it's your prerogative. It just helps YouTube, and if you don't mind sharing my video, you can click the share button with the arrow, and you can share it even just to your Pinterest. That helps a lot. But you can pin it, send it to Facebook. You can send it lots of places. You can even text it. You can copy the link and text it to somebody if you think they would be interested in learning. Okay, 3 more. We're in the home stretch. So you can see it's not that time consuming, even though it's a lot of hearts. So I used 2 of each large heart, 3 inside, 3 outside, and then 5 of each of the mini hearts in Flirty Flamingo, Sweet Sorbet, and Real Red. This one's flying this way. It's like all on its own. All right. How cute is this box? Oh, thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate it. That's okay, Lou. I'm happy that you're making some projects. As long as we stay crafting, that's all that matters. And as time goes on, this will continue to fade until it's exactly this color. It's just slightly darker right now, but it will catch up eventually. All right, so let's see. What did we use today? We used Real Red, Pebbled Path, Boho Blue ink, and Memento. We used Real Sweet Sorbet, Basic Black, and Smoky Slate blends. We use Stylish Shapes and the new alphabet dies. They're called new mini alphabets, I think, or mini alphabets. Maybe not new, but mini alphabets. And then we use this awesome metal plate, the 3D one, and the Trucking Along. Love it. Love that Trucking Along bundle. So cute. All right, hopefully you guys can see a little bit of everything. I'm trying to make it all fit. See if I get that alphabet to go a little higher. There we go. What do you guys think of the project? I hope that you guys will try your hand, even if you don't make a candy bar like this, if you can't find it, although it's super cute. It's a great guy gift for Valentine's Day. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks, Joyce. Thanks, Joy. Thank you, Julie. Yes, give it a go and make it to fit whatever size candy bar you have. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you coming and joining me live. I hope you'll be back again. My next live is on Thursday in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. And if you can't make that one, I will be here next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I greatly appreciate having you. Does anybody have any questions for me? Because we can hang out for a little bit if you have any questions. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Clem and Deb and Roxanne. Dahlia, love it. This will be super nice for Father's Day. I work at Head Start and know my class will love making these. Yeah, it's a great idea. Thanks, John. Thanks, Sharon and Eileen and Monica and Clem. Oh, thank you, Ida. Thanks for joining us. Is this your first time catching me live, Ida? I'm going to grab my water, guys, because I talk so much I get hoarse. I appreciate you guys so much. Yes, stay safe tonight, guys. And I hope that everything works out for you too, Joyce, that you stay safe as well. That's okay, Lou. You can watch the replay. Oh, okay, great, Ida. But you have been watching live or just the replays and the videos? Thank you, Clem. You too. Stay safe. I don't recall your name, and I usually can be pretty decent, but sometimes I forget, of course. I think Lil went to bed, so if you're still there, Lil, I want to say goodnight to you. Yeah, well, I'm so happy that you caught us live today, Ida, and hopefully you'll be able to come back. Oh, yay, those are so cute, those mini mailboxes, Monica. The name of the embossing folder, Julie, is the Metal Plate 3D Embossing Folder. Thanks, Eileen. Talk to you later, Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. This is it right here, Julie. I'm going to put it up if you want to grab a screenshot. Good night, Monica. Thanks for popping in. Tomorrow's blog posts are going to have sneak peeks for the membership project. So if you're thinking about joining the membership group, I would join this week if I were you. There's going to be some cute projects. Yeah, it's great for the guys, Sherry. And you should make one for Mom with a different thing instead of the truck. You should, or maybe you can make Mom's truck a different color and then she can have a chocolate bar. I think she's saying yes. You're welcome, Julie. Great, Sharon. I hope to see you on Thursday as well. Yes, this goes with the Legendary Ride Suite for sure, the metal plate. That's retired though. It's not available anymore, but the plate carried over and I love it. I love using it for guide projects. Good night, Cheryl. Thanks for being here. I'm going to call you tomorrow, Cheryl. Yeah, I hope to see you on Thursday as well, Sharon. Thanks, Julie, as well. That's okay, Lou. It retired with that mini catalog. It never carried over, but I love that bundle. But a lot of people have it, and they can still use it. Bye, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate having you with us. Good night, Sharon. I think John maybe started watching something or he fell asleep. Because I don't see him in here. And if he's in here, he hasn't said anything in a while. We're going to have to give him a hard time on Thursday. If anybody has any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. Don't forget, if you place an order with me of any size, you'll get this customer card. And orders of $50 or more, you're going to get my tutorial bundle, which I think this month, I think it has, I want to say 42 projects. I always try and pass on all of the good stuff for you guys. All right, I guess that's it. I don't see any questions popping in. So thanks for being here, guys. I greatly appreciate you. And I hope that you guys all stay safe. I will see you Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. And you guys have a fantastic night. Hey, I just realized that, oh gosh, I can't think right now. Who was it that was going to postpone their dinner? Bye, Milani. So this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts, guys. Happy stamping.